You know, with the loss on Wednesday, the message to the team was you did what we wanted to try to do except win the game. You made the right plays. You ended up being competitive throughout it, and you can't worry about winning and losing. I thought today we did the same thing. We came out, played with a great deal of intensity. The competitiveness was there, and then we made a few more plays. I thought our transition game was really good today. We were able to get up and down the floor, and we made the right decisions. And that's one of the things we always talk about. Sometimes you just go, well, does it find a person just by chance? No, we work really hard at making sure you find the open person. We go with that premise. There's a good shot, there's a better shot, and then there's the best shot. And I thought Quinn had the best shot all game long. Players were making plays. You take a look at it, we have 22 assists on 33 field goals. That's finding people. I thought Bailey Cotton got us off to a great start tonight. Her 2 threes really stretched the floor, energized the crowd, excited our team, and then we were able to just build off what Bailey was able to establish. And then, as I mentioned, Quinn, and then our other freshman guard, Carla. I thought the 2 freshmen played extremely well. Quinn's 8 of 10, Carla's 5 of 7. Not only that, they executed well, found the right people, played well defensively. So when you take a look at the contributions today was from everyone, but those 3 really stepped up, set the tone for us. And then I thought at halftime we talked about too many times this year we've had a lead and let somebody get back in the game. And we wanted to go out and establish ourselves in the 3rd quarter. And to be able to win that quarter by 10 points, I thought we exactly did that. We executed the plays we ran at the start of the 1st half as well as the start of the 2nd half. And I thought both were real positives for us.
Joe Bailey mentioned that it kind of stung her personally, her performance against Boise State. To see her come back and have a game like this, how proud of you?
I'm very proud of Bailey. You know, one of the things we talked about, her and I, was, you know, sometimes you put a little too much pressure on yourself. And Bailey knows how she shot the ball against Boise State. She had 14 rebounds. That was a big plus for us, but she knows that she has to be a part that scores for us. I thought today she seemed more relaxed instead of trying to force the basketball. And then when you start making a couple shots, it just gives you so much more confidence. But, you know, one of the things, as I always mention, we talk about doing the right thing, make the right play. Bailey did the right play again today. Ball just didn't fall for her against Boise, and the shot was going tonight for her, and you could just see her bounce back from that effort. Says a great deal about Bailey Cotton.
The depth of your team to be able to do what you did today and Marta be at least offensively, be not a non-factor.
That was a big part of what we talked about. This is definitely a team effort, and it's been that way from day one. It's not about one person. You take a look today, Marta plays less than half a basketball game. And if you ask Marta, she'll tell you she did not shoot the ball well. And yet we picked up for Marta with the way Quinn shot the ball, the way Bailey, Carla, Taylor, just a number of players being able to do that. I think the biggest thing I was pleased with is not only did Marta play 19 minutes, Bailey only played 22 minutes. So we got a big lift from Rochelle, and that was one of the things that I talked about this week after the Boise game is I cannot play Marta 40 minutes and Bailey 38 minutes. We have to trust and go with Rochelle. We have to be able to do that with Teresa. I played Slajana today at the 4. That's something we're looking to do more in the future. I thought she played extremely well. So when you take a look at the minutes, outside of Taylor Rusk, it was basically half a basketball game for a little of everybody. And so the rotation, the depth of our team really showed up today.
Have you seen Quinn kind of coming on like this? I mean, she did have 9 points at Boise State in this game today.
You know what? Quinn's just a consistent, level-headed player. When we open the season at St. Mary's, Quinn goes 6 of 7 from 3. She can get on a roll with the best of them. For us with Quinn, we got to try to even some of this out, where she may end up going 1 for 4 the next game. But the best part is she's taking the shots that are there for her and doesn't worry about whether she made the last one or not, and that's something we talk about. And as I mentioned to the team, I coach to the moment, to the play. not worried about the score. Are we still doing the correct things out on the court? And that's what we talk about. And Quinn plays so steady, and defensively, she really had a good ball game. Doesn't come up with the steals. We're not that type of defensive team. We're more get in front of you, get a hand up, challenge a shot, and Quinn did an excellent job, as well did all our perimeter players. That's a big challenge to be able to slow down Vegas. They're going to be a team that's going to give a lot of problems to a lot of people this year. They're just starting to get healthy, and they'll get going again.
I mean, Quinn was player of the year in Nebraska. You knew she was good. Did you see those shooting capabilities in like that?
You know what we saw was a competitor, and she just ends up competing as a high school senior. They had some injuries, and Quinn still takes her team to a state championship. And so when you see that, you know you have the competitor that's going to work on things, and she's become a better shooter than what we thought. And yet, for the style we play, we're always looking to draw and kick, try to get the ball to people, and that's a big plus when you have people like Quinn, Taylor, Marta out on the floor. Puts a lot of pressure on people to be able to defend us.
What are your thoughts on Sljana getting a few more minutes today, just getting her back after what happened?
I tell you what, it was just nice having Sljana available. I thought she has played well for her since she has returned for the South Dakota State game. Sljana's done really well for having basically no practice. And I thought she played well against Boise State, and then she tweaks her ankle again, and it was a medical decision to hold her out of the game. And I thought she came in today and played extremely well, and in the last 3 minutes when I took her out, I just told her that this is once again a precautionary decision. You have played well enough to continue to play, but there's no sense risking an ankle that needs more days to heal. But I'm very pleased with what Sljana's done. She's given us rebounding, some toughness on the inside, and just gives us another player in the rotation. And for her to get 12 minutes tonight, that would have been 12 minutes going somewhere else. And so that's a bonus. And for us to be able to play her at the 4 really helps our rotation, because it was so close of only having Bailey and Marta to play the 4. And then when Bailey's in foul trouble, boy, it gets very thin in a hurry.